Hello, my name is Francis Flanagan, and this is a project demonstration for News Explorer. News Explorer was my final project for TripleTen's software engineering course, and the main goal of the project was to allow users to search for news articles based on a keyword or a topic. If the user is signed in, the user can save the articles to their profile so they can search them at a later date. Let's take a tour of the site here. So here we can search for news articles by keyword. And when we click the search button, then the site will use a third-party API called News API to search for articles based on that topic. Based on the response from the API call, the information is then put into cards and displayed on the screen like so. At first, we have just 3 cards, but if we click the See More button, we'll get 3 more cards and 3 more cards and so on. If we click on the card itself, it will open the article in a new window and we can read the article there on the source site. Also on the card, we have the bookmark button that if we click and if we are signed in, then we can save the article to our profile. So now that we're signed in, we can save the article to our profile. And if we click on our saved articles button up here, we can see all of the articles that we have saved in the past. So it shows that we have 7 saved articles, and we can see by what keywords we've searched in the past. On the cards themselves, we can see the keyword that's associated with the card, and we also have a garbage bin icon here to delete the card. We can see here we have duplicate cards, so why don't we go ahead and delete one. We get a delete confirmation modal, and now there we go, card is deleted. Another aspect of the site that I want to show you is that the site is responsive to uh, all screen sizes. So if we want to view the site on a tablet like an iPad, then this is what the site will look like. The cards get a little smaller, they're a little closer together, but the site still looks pretty good. If we want to try it on a smartphone like a Samsung Galaxy, then here we can see the cards are put one on top of the other, but everything still looks pretty good. Even if we want to just adjust the screen size manually like this, everything will resize and reshape so that it looks good. Now I would like to talk about some of the technologies that I used when making the site. So the main front end tool that I used was React, and I used React because I wanted to use reusable components that also manage state. And in doing so, we can create a declarative approach to code, giving your code a cleaner look. You can write less lines of code, and you get faster reactions in your code. In order to handle the routes on the page, I used the library React Router, which allows us to quickly switch routes on the page and not have to reload the page. For the backend, I used Node.js to take advantage of the numerous frameworks and libraries, as well as being able to write my server-side code in JavaScript. The server is set up using Express, which allows us to handle incoming requests for things like creating a user, signing the user in, saving the articles, and deleting the articles. For the database, I used MongoDB, and I also used Mongoose to help set up the schemas and models I used. In addition to all of that, I used several different packages to handle things like password hashing, data validation, rate limiting, as well as a security package to set HTTP headers to prevent things like cross-site scripting. One of the main challenges I had when making this project was dealing with this header component. I needed to follow the design exactly as the designer made it. And as we can see, the header is a little bit different based on the route and also based on if the user is signed in or not. We can see the header changes a little bit. Um, so I attempted to try to use just state variables in order to change the styling of the header, but that worked pretty well for, is the user logged in, but it didn't work that well when trying to account for the route. So after some research, I found that React Router has a hook called use match, which allows you to check what route the the user is currently on, and then based on that, the value of that variable, we can render different styles to the header. So in the end, I was able to follow the design completely, and we have a completely reusable header component that follows the design and works efficiently. So this was News Explorer. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you would like to take a look at the live version, you can see the the URL here up in the in the bar, and I'll also link it down below in the description. Thank you.